guys, Homeless here. Got some more updates on the truck. As you can see, I got it running again. I had to replace a melted ignition control module from it. Radio works. I'm not going to turn it up, but like just enough. But you can see I got FM again. I got my fog lamps installed. So they work. Wipers are working again at proper speeds. Delay's a little too delayed. It's low charge on the battery. Horn works. All sorts of stuff works now. It runs pretty good. I mean, there's still some misfire, but you know, you bomb it a little bit and this thing goes, and then the misfire disappears, kind of deal. You know how it is. We got my little keychain hanging up on the A-pillar. My nifty little magnet, you know, and then just a bunch of junk back there, kind of deal. You know, the usual. CB radio installed. I have to figure out why it's not picking up any channels, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there, kind of deal. I just have to find out. It's weird. But yeah, sound system's working right. I have to refasten down this door panel because this door panel should not be rocking like that in the center. I know the camera's not picking it up, but this thing is going like that right now. Now it's picking it up. It's jittering a lot. Same with the steering wheel, but that's just because it's running really hard right now. I don't think it's smelling rich though. After I put the choke pull off on it, it doesn't really smell rich. It just smells like it's burning stuff as well. Like, it's not like burn, but like, it doesn't smell like a normal vehicle's gas outlet kind of deal. But those are newer vehicles. This is an older vehicle. This is an older engine. And the oil is new, but the oil that was in it is garbage, and now it's taken its toll from sitting on it. And it's like oil gunk all over in there. And the best thing I could do is rebuild the engine, but I don't want to take the engine out to rebuild it. I really don't feel like trying to get the engine out to rebuild it, because I know I'm going to find a whole lot of problems that I don't want to find right now. But it would be good for it to get that rebuilt. That 360 would run better than ever if I did that, though. I just don't have the time and the ability to want to look everything up and memorize everything too. Because then I have to look up all the torque info and all this and that, and it's just a lot of time that would be spent. I'd probably take it somewhere else or have a family member work on it or something. I don't know. But it runs great, drives great. Let's see here. Yep, drives great, moves. It drops into reverse a little bit. That's the only real problem that I find with the transmission. There is a leak on the front of it that's been there. I have to add fluid. It's like at the low mark. I have to get fluid in it. But it shifts well. It's just reverse it. You'll hear a boom boom when I do it, but I'm not going to show that. I don't feel like reversing it just yet, kind of deal. But I will at some point. Wipers, I have new ones I just have to put on, but I'm not putting it on until I'm on the road. I mean, literally that one over there is just bare metal. And this one over here is just smearing and causing gunk to get on the windshield. But either way, the windshield is destroyed, so I don't really care. I gotta replace it anyway. You can't drive with a broken window on the road. It will never pass inspection. Even if this doesn't have to get inspected, there's always that initial inspection, and that will not fly. That is not legal, and I would get a ticket for that. I don't want that. You know? It's just, it's the way it is with this truck. It's comfy as all get out. I love the interior layout. I don't like that there's panels missing. That's my dislike, but I love the layout of this interior. I just love it. It's so cool. Just the way it's spaced and the amount of headroom you get too. Like, I'm on top of my head, and that's a good, I would say almost 7 inches between my head and the ceiling. No airbags, but we do have ourselves some seat belts. That's still not good. I mean, you want airbags, but then again, if I had airbags and an airbag deployed in an accident, which if you hit a certain spot, it would deploy, the car is deemed totaled. And that's what some people, when they rebuild cars, they don't get why it's totaled, because there was only just an airbag blown and stuff. That's why. You're legally not allowed it's legally deemed totaled when there's an airbag blown in the car or truck or anything. That's just the law. That's just the way it's stated. So, at least in New Jersey, but I would imagine that's going to be all around anyway. So, yeah. I love my little ashtray. The ashtray works. I had something plugged in that just didn't work with it, but it works. I mean, if I took this CB radio and I plug it in, you'll see the green light's on, meaning that it's got juice. And it'll hold that light for a little bit, but it has juice to it, so that's good. We got our ashtray working, which now I can charge a phone or anything I want in here anytime in the world. Only problem is this is an older model, so if I turn that key off and I leave something plugged in, it's constantly draining juice, so you cannot leave anything plugged in. I tested it to when I had the truck off, key off, and I plugged this in, the light came on the thing saying that it got juice, meaning that lighter socket still had juice running to it, so I can't leave anything plugged into it. Air conditioning, same as usual, broken, beat up, destroyed. I can push this in and out, and move it all around, which it's not supposed to. I can turn this on, max AC. You'll hear the blower motor kick on, but under here somewhere, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, there's like a coupler under there that is cracked in half. So I don't know what to do about that. I can't find it online. All the hoses are mixed up. One side's black and one side's colored, so I don't know what goes to what. I'm just going to take it to an AC shop. And this temperature control lever, it moves, but I ended up it moved because I bent the cable and the cable is stuck in its housing. So that I have to get the speedometer cable fixed. It bounces around when you're doing 60, it'll bounce around to 30 and not hold a consistent speed. My battery, the voltmeter over there, does not work at all. It has been at that halfway point since I bought the car, and I've had the battery unplugged at certain points and it still reads half a charge. I'll have to have that looked into. The other thing, this side's turn signal indicator, the light does not come on. The lights on there come on, but the lights over here don't. And it blinks different speeds and the brightnesses are different too. Not because the bulb age is different. I replaced them at the same time. It's because of the fact that there's different charges going to different areas of the vehicle kind of deal. So it's a weird world with this truck. It really is. It's an adventure and it's a good experience for me. I've never worked on a car before. I mean, I've done like basic stuff like tire rotations and oil changes and stuff like that, but not to this degree to where I'm actually having to manually take things off and replace it. So this is a good experience. There's certain things I don't want to do because I'm not experienced enough to feel confident with doing it. And me, when I usually take things apart, I'll end up screwing it up somehow. It's just how I am. I'll do it somehow. But it's a 50-50 shot for me. I'll either get it wrong or I'll get it right. And I try to get it right, and I'll usually get it right, or I'll make a mistake and I'll have to start over and I'll get it right that way. It was like the templates, because I had to put wood behind them. I used the jigsaw the first time and I made the hole too big. It happens, you know. And then I took I don't know, I was using a Sawzall, couldn't get it to work right, so what I did is I drilled a hole in the section I was going to cut, and then I used a jigsaw and cut all the way around with the jigsaw. And it worked way better. You know, it's just how it is. My dad wanted me to get new carpeting for that, and I said, I'm not going to bother with it. It works, looks okay. You know, it's dirty, it's ratty, yeah, whatever. The whole truck's dirty and ratty. I mean, literally, there's a chunk off the vent over there. I don't give a crap. So, yep, that's pretty much the truck in a nutshell.